guys, welcome back to my vlog. This is Efren, and today we are going to talk about land use, natural resources, and energy. So guys, are you ready? Now we will talk about resources and energy. So these are the big ideas about resources and energy. So people and other organisms use Earth's resources for everyday living. People use energy resources, most of which originate from the sun, for everyday living. The use of natural resources can impact Earth's land, air, and water. So resources is limited. And there are two categories of resources: the renewable, which can be replaced by nature at a rate close to the rate at which they are used, and the non-renewable, it renewed very slowly or not at all. So renewable resources can be replaced within a human's lifetime, like water, wind, vegetation, and sunlight. Non-renewable resources cannot be replaced once they are used, like coal, oil, minerals, formation of ores. Ores, deposits of metal and non-metals that can be removed or mined from the crust profitably. So can you think of some examples? So these are the examples of ores: pyrite, magnetite, hematite, galena, goethite, sulfur, gold, silver, copper, zinc, nickel, and lead. So fossil fuels. Fossil fuels, organic in origin, formed from living things. Non-renewable, may cause pollution, relatively cheap, easy to use. So examples of fossil fuels include coal, petroleum, natural gas. So the main sources of energy for transportation, farming, and industry. And more than 75% of energy used in the United States for electricity, heat, and transportation is non-renewable or fossil fuels. The coal. Peat. Peat is brownish, partially decomposed plant remains. Lignite. It is a water and gases squeezed out into a denser material or brown coal. So bituminous coal. It is formed as a result of pressure of more deposited sediment above, or soft coal. Anthracite, produced by extremely high temperatures and pressure, the hardest of all coals. So this is the peat, the lignite, and the bituminous. So bituminous coal and anthracite consists of 80 to 90% carbon and produce a great amount of heat when they burn. This is the underground mining methods. Now, petroleum and natural gas. Petroleum and natural gas are mixtures of hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons formed from microorganisms that lived in oceans or lakes millions of years ago. Petroleum is equals oil is equal to liquid hydrocarbons, natural gas or hydrocarbons in gaseous form. This is the petroleum products. Crude oil. Crude oil is unrefined petroleum. Petrochemical. Chemicals derived from petroleum. Synthetic fabrics, medicines, tars, waxes, synthetic rubber, insecticide, chemical fertilizer, detergents, shampoos. Now we proceed to alternative energy. First is the solar energy. Next is the passive system. So greenhouses or home windows. No working parts. Example of solar energy. So active system. Solar collectors, glass boxes with tubes that circulates water. Sun heats the water as it moves through the tubes. So this is the example of sun collector or collector sensor. Next is the geothermal energy. It is the energy from the heat of the Earth's interior. So where water flows through rock heated by magma, hot water steam results, creates source for huge supply of energy, and 80% of homes in Iceland are heated geothermally. Generally used in areas of volcanic activity, such as the Ring of Fire. So water and wind energy. First is hydroelectric energy. It is the energy made by moving water. So this is the example of hydroelectric energy. So 11% of US electricity is hydroelectric. The second is energy from tides. Third is energy from winds. Then the nuclear energy. The nuclear fission is a heavy nucleus divides, releasing large amounts of energy. Its advantage is does not produce carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases. On the other hand, its advantages is high operating costs, concerns about radioactive nuclear accidents. Second is the nuclear fusion. Multiple atoms join together to form a heavier nucleus. It is the energy source of the future, process that provides the sun and stars with energy to shine. Has been used to produce nuclear bombs, not yet successfully. Then the biomass. It is a fuels derived from living things such as wood, field crops, fecal material. The Virginia rock and mineral resources, coal, energy, gravel and crushed stone, road construction, limestone for making concrete. Types of land use. Land is used in different purposes. First is the residential purposes. Land is used to build houses. Land is used for agricultural purposes. Land is used to grow crops. Land is used for commercial purposes. Land is used to set up shops and shopping malls.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette.
Land is used for industrial purposes.
Step by step, the clock is ticking.
Land is used to set up industries.
Flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe.
Land is used for recreational purposes.
We are heroes tonight.
Land is used to set up space for sports and leisure or tourist hotels. Land is used for infrastructural purposes. Land is used to build roads and buildings like hospitals, schools, stations, etc.